everyone, and welcome back to the Season 4 finale of The Wave. We are so excited about this episode.
Yes, I can't wait for this week's episode. We are doing The Wave's first ever extended episode. We will be doing a 30-minute episode instead of a 15, and it will include an extended interview and an extra live performance from the band.
It's going to be a great episode. Now let's meet who we're featuring this week.
My name is Colin Plank, and I play drums.
My name is Sawyer John Estock. I sing and play guitar.
My name is Tegan Proctor. I play bass.
Tell me what'll happen when I die. Anything to get to sleep tonight.
Plank and I, we went to high school together in Frederick, Maryland. We went to Urbana High School.
We met at lunch. Sawyer had like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath patches on his backpack. I was like, damn, this kid's, it could be cool, I don't know.
This kid, no.
I was kind of interested in playing guitar at the time. Sawyer was playing guitar at the time, and we just kind of started hanging out, talking. He started writing music.
We graduated high school and moved down to Nashville. Met Cameron and Tegan. They joined the band a couple months after that. I moved in at college. I moved in across the hall from them. And we started playing every single house show that we could.
The last tour we were just on, we had a van for the first time. And it was
Luxury.
like the most wonderful experience ever.
Yeah.
You getting to play like bigger and bigger venues with like a green room, and like they'll bring like waters in our fridge or stuff like that.
We'd be like, dude, we're gonna get green rooms one day. It's gonna be
Like
awesome.
we're living being in a van, and we had just like a tour manager with us, and someone, and like a photographer, and it's just like, wow, this is like, this is making it.
I mean, I think it's a series of small moments, really. I think it's one of those things where Secondhand Sound to me feels like a band where whenever, like, it's kind of like a moving vehicle, and whenever we're really low on gas and like we're about to hit a breaking point, something new happens that kind of keeps us going even just for a couple miles longer. So I think it's one of those things where it's like I can't personally look back to a single moment like this was it. It's rather just like a multitude of things like, man, that was so cool that happened. That person said this thing. That opportunity opened up and we needed it. That song came out of nowhere. That kind of stuff where it's like those moments are, it's like, yeah, like the history's there. You know, it's proven itself again and again. And I think that's kind of what really keeps us like propelling forward. It's just like the sense of like, I don't know, like I think you need to have some sense of like larger than life, like fate and destiny thing, or else it doesn't make it as fun, you know? Like you're meant to be doing this, therefore like it'll happen type of thing.
Thank you to The Wave for having us. We're Secondhand Sound. You can find us on all of the streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, whatever you got. Follow us on Instagram too. Thank you.
I can't wait to sit down with them later.
I know, and I can't wait to hear them perform, but before that, let's keep you up to date on some music news for the last time this season. Doja Cat plans to cover a song originally sung by Elvis Presley. Presley is known for being the king of rock and is considered one of the most influential artists of his time. Many people are upset, claiming that it's disrespectful for Doja Cat to cover the song, and others are excited to hear this dynamic crossover. Doja Cat is set to cover Presley's song Hound Dog, which will be released along with her new album, which is set to drop over the summer. Warner Brothers hopes that the combination of these artists will introduce Elvis Presley's music to a new generation.
Coachella has come and gone, leaving with us only wanting more. During the festival, many hot artists perform, but fans were shocked to see Harry Styles and Shania Twain share a stage. The iconic duo sang a pop version of Man, I Feel Like a Woman and You're Still the One, giving fans a crossover they never knew they needed. Harry Styles also performed two unreleased songs, Boyfriend and Late Night Talking, which are set to appear on his new album, Harry's House. The first single of his new album, As It Was, continues to top the Billboard charts. Harry's new album is set to premiere on May 20th.
Brockhampton took many by surprise when they announced that their final album is in the works. A video was released on their social media following their Coachella performance teasing at this album. This came as a shock to many fans, as Brockhampton had previously announced this year that they were going on an indefinite hiatus following their 2022 Coachella performance. No one knows exactly what to expect from the album and the hiatus, but fans are hoping that the group changes their mind on calling it quits.
That's it for this week's music news.
Before we sit down with Secondhand Sound, let's watch them perform Dominos, a song from their debut album.
Dotted lines, dominoes, overs crooning on the radio, Percy Priest in some Nashville streets. Who would have thought you'd be sitting here in my car? I drove you through the country stars, smiled down at us from the billboard. We smiled back. I think I admit I've been waiting for this for quite some time. Butterflies doing dive bombs at the red lights in the restaurants. I don't know about you, but there's something I've been really meaning to do. It took me 5 years to kiss you. Contemplation in my bedroom. It was just me, it was just you. All the bullshit in the rear view. I think I admit I've been waiting for this for quite some time. Quite some time. I think I admit I've been waiting for this.
That was amazing. I can't wait to talk to them.
Me too. We'll be right back with Secondhand Sound after this break.
All right, and we are back with Secondhand Sound.
All right, so can y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves?
My name is Sawyer John Estock. I play guitar and I sing.
I am Colin Plank, and I play drums.
And I'm Tegan Proctor, and I play the bass.
So to start out the interview, we're going to do a quick little game. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so the first game we're going to start with is called Who Is It? So we're going to name like different little categories or like superlative style things, and you guys are going to point at who you think is the most likely to do the thing. So yeah, y'all ready?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go.
Okay,
I'm ready.
what you got?
All right. So we got, who is the biggest flirt?
Sawyer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you think is the best songwriter?
Sorry.
Sawyer.
Sawyer?
Yeah.
Can y'all
Sorry.
give us a little bit reason why?
Biggest reason
Sawyer.
why.
Sawyer writes
He's
all the
he's written
songs.
great songs. I think it's just a simple matter of the songs he writes are
Thank
simply
you, boys.
fantastic. Not to gas you up too much, but yeah.
I
they're
love
really
it.
good.
So normally when you guys like sit down to write, are you like the brains of it typically, or like
Creative force for
creative
sure.
force? Yeah.
We found that it's easier to bring like a near complete song to the table as opposed to like starting from scratch as a band. There's too many I feel like ideas and like
Yeah.
directions happening if we just have nothing, but if someone brings forward like
I did
a near
everything on
complete
an
thing.
acoustic guitar before
Yeah.
Like I write all the lyrics and I have like the layout of the song, the arrangement, and
Yeah.
that's like the homework part of it. That's like the hard work part for me,
Mhm.
and the part that I take the most pride in, I guess.
I love
Showing
that.
up to work like it's my job kind of thing.
Yeah.
The acoustic is like the calculator, I guess.
Minimum wage
And then-
job, by
That's
the way.
such a
It's
good
not
comparison.
even.
We're not
It's
getting paid.
it's
Not
negative
even.
wage.
I have a
negative wage
screenshot
job.
of $12 in my bank account last November.
That's
It doesn't pay a lot,
honestly,
but yeah.
I,
All right, so we got
Songs.
another one here. Best at karaoke.
Tegan
Oh.
probably.
We
Oh.
Or
freshman year we went to a karaoke bar in Nashville. What did we sing? Oh, we sang "Ain't No Rest
No
for the
Rest for the
Wicked."
Wicked.
Me and Sawyer
Oh.
together
Yes.
on that
Sick.
stage. We're like, "Are we doing this?" And we did it. People were not into it though. It's kind of
No,
a weird.
we were
karaoke
into it,
choice.
though.
oh,
What? We were
into it.
totally
That's
into
all that
it.
matters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll still.
Someone
killed
like followed us with like the national anthem, and I was like, "You can sing that at karaoke."
oh my
bars?"
god! Did everyone like?
Who's not
stand?
gonna get rowdy for that? It's like the
No.
national anthem.
Oh
it
my
was, It
gosh.
was insane.
Okay,
Yeah.
so who naps the most of the group?
Oh.
Tegan. Plank never comes
what?
out of his room though, so we don't know
I'm
what
not,
is
I'm
going
not
on in there.
napping. No. Probably Sawyer. I find him on the couch.
Oh
In our
yeah,
living
I
room
enjoy
asleep
napping for
sometimes.
sure.
I always feel
Yeah.
worse when I wake
Work
up
hard,
from a
play
nap.
hard type stuff.
fair.
Sleep hard.
Tegan sleeps a lot in the van on tour.
I do. I'm pretty good at sleeping a lot of places, actually. I take pride in that. Yeah.
All right, pretty good. So who is the funniest?
Plank.
Plank's naturally very funny.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get him to do stand up for years.
Oh my gosh.
He would kill it.
You should just like do a stand-up bit before all your shows.
I'm way,
He would-
way too shy.
Oh,
It's
I
hard to
like that.
get it's hard to get him
Yeah.
in like a room of people,
Maybe
but
one
like
day.
once he is, he's like running the show.
He's
I
not like a
love
routine
it.
guy though. It's sometimes like simple conversations.
Yeah.
He just kind of drops extremely funny moments.
I
like
love
yeah,
it.
it's great for van stuff. Driving long places. Yeah.
Who is always late?
Everybody except for me.
Tegan,
think
Tegan,
I am always
Tegan.
on time.
So there's this thing.
I'm pretty late.
Plank and I look at each other every time it happens. When we're supposed to be somewhere, like, and we're about to leave, Tegan always brushes his teeth right when we're supposed to be leaving.
We're like
So,
out
like,
the door.
That feels pretty natural. Like that.
Yeah, I
that
feel
doesn't feel
When
very
we're
out of the
late,
ordinary. What?
no, it's always like past the time we're supposed to be there. Like we will have had to be there at 8:00, and Tegan will be brushing his teeth, like like humming a song in the bathroom at like 8:15.
I mean, you gotta get those full
Yeah.
2 minutes somehow.
I'm on island. I'm on island time. Island time.
I love
Yeah.
that.
All right, so who is the most clumsy?
Clumsy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. That's a tough one to answer. Like to answer because
None of you guys clumsy.
has anyone broken anything?
I
like
guess it would be me if we're talking like running into stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I don't really
Yeah.
do that often.
we're all like
we're pretty
peak
nimble. We're
athletes.
an
Yeah,
athletic
we're all
band.
very-
We're extremely athletic.
extremely in shape, extremely like
Love that.
dexterous, all
we
that
got,
stuff.
we
Yeah.
got our wits.
we have our wits
We
about
have our
us.
wits about us.
Well, then that's a good one, I guess, that y'all don't fall into. So, who do you think has the best style?
Probably
on, boys.
Sawyer. No, I would say that.
Sawyer has the most clothes.
I'm a creature of
He's got the most
habit.
options.
I wear like the same
I also
junk
wear the
every
same
day.
stuff
Yeah.
I put effort
because it's so awesome. I wear
into
the same things every day.
my wardrobe.
I'm all comfort,
You're just like a
no
cartoon
fashion.
character, you know? Like you just have your
Yeah.
set outfit.
You should see his closet. He's got like everything dialed. It's
It's like the
he's got
SpongeBob
his
closet where he has
t-shirts.
like every outfit.
They're all
like
it's like
on
all
the
similar
hangers.
colors. It's like the black pants. He has this belt and a studded one,
Yeah, don't mess around.
and then like the white T-shirt with like bands on it.
I literally love it. That's so great.
All right,
Yeah,
so we're
I'm
just gonna
living
go
the
ahead and
dream.
jump in some questions here for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was your favorite place you guys visited while you were on your previous tour?
I really like New York.
Ooh.
New York was a really fun show. Everywhere was pretty cool, though,
Yeah.
to be honest.
It was awesome.
I loved Colorado.
Oh
Thought
yeah.
that was awesome. We played Colorado Springs. Wasn't like the biggest show in the world. Definitely like a pay your dues show, but being there like the whole day was awesome.
Yeah, I bet the views.
And I loved it.
Mm.
What you got, Tegan?
Yeah, I agree. Like the show, Chicago was just really fun. It was just like it was a nice surprise that we were in a place that there was no family, friends, and like no connections previously. It was our first time in the state, and like people came out and like bought tons of merch and supported us, and it was
Oh, it
like
was
super.
cool. And
was
we
one
had a
of
couple days off.
Yeah,
so
it
it was nice to,
was
like,
yeah, it
see the
was
city.
super cool
Yeah.
city.
We
saw Dua
Colorado
Lipa.
Springs.
And
We
we
saw.
had-
It was
Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
No, that was in Chicago.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
went to- we had a fancy hotel too.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
fun.
we
I
had a
had a
sick
robe.
tour manager.
Playing
We all got
Colorado.
robes.
Yeah.
I love it. So
Shout
kind
out,
of
man,
on
yeah.
that same note, did you have a city that like surprised you while you were on tour? Like you weren't expecting to love it as much as you did, or you ended up hating it?
Probably Colorado for me.
Really?
Colorado
Um,
Springs just doesn't really sound like anything crazy, but it's like strikingly beautiful. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really cool.
We were in
Yeah, I bet.
Phoenix for like 5 hours, and it was really cool for those 5 hours. We kind of missed that.
Really?
We
I
definitely have
love
to
it.
go back. I think Phoenix could be cool. I don't know.
Nah, I'm from California. Phoenix
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
really do it for me.
That's true.
So
It was
I
like
think the
straight
most
desert.
surprising place was Atlanta. Like we had already been to a lot of those cities,
Mhm.
but Atlanta, like people showed up.
Really?
It was crazy.
it was
Very
sick. It was a
sick.
great show.
It was a really fun
Yeah, it's
show.
cool.
Love it.
All right, so we got another question. What was your favorite venue you guys performed at while on tour? You'll kind of mention the
I mean,
Colorado one.
in Nashville, we played Exit In.
Yeah.
That's like one of the holy grail like venues if you're a starting out Nashville band. I had known about Exit In since high school. I used to watch a bunch of Kings Leon interviews, and there's
Very
a
sick.
specific one where they're driving Caleb, the singer, in front of it, and he's like looking for his name, and I was like, I'm gonna play there one day. And we did.
And you
it
did.
was awesome.
That's awesome.
We did the Consolation Room in Santa
Yeah,
Ana.
I dug that. That was my
Which
like
was
local
cool.
venue that I went to growing up. So I think it was just kind of cool going like backstage. Never been there
Yeah.
before.
And
like,
Beachland Ballroom
Beach and Ballroom
in
was sick,
Cleveland.
Yeah,
That's
There's
the
always-
first place the Black Keys played.
Yeah.
And all my family came. Like my grandpa showed up, and he's like
So
doing
cool.
how like a 80-something-year-old does. And it was like
It was front
it was like
row.
a mafia member showed up. Like everybody was like, swear, he's here.
You've got like all these like young adults, teens, and then your
Yeah.
grandpa's just
100%
He was like
Yeah.
front
the
and
oldest guy
center.
I've
Yeah, he
ever
was
seen
front
at
and
a rock
center
show.
too.
I love it.
We were like blasting like a wall
fell
of
asleep
noise.
during our
He fell
song,
asleep
Stevie.
during the set, and it
Oh,
was like
gosh.
so loud.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, we are going to jump back into another game.
Cool.
So
Let's do
we've
it.
got our second one for you guys, and this one's called the one word game. So we're going to say some of y'all's songs, and you're going to say one word to describe it. Like we're not going to have any explanation, just your one word. So
You guys want to go left to right? Like
Sure.
okay.
All right, so we got Kayla Klein.
High school.
Okay.
good one.
Fast.
Poppy.
Love it.
All right.
So it's all right.
Tegan.
I'm gonna say long.
Catfish in the bottle, man. That's not one word,
Dude,
but
that's
that's,
like-
just-
what I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Blew it.
Pocket change. A little bit tougher.
Got to think about it.
I'll say reset.
Jackson Square.
Okay.
Encore.
Very nice. All right, no good for me.
Yikes.
No.
Like youth.
Beginning.
Very cool.
Pretty good.
Banger.
You already.
All right, we got Knievel.
Fireworks.
Gonna trip you up on this one.
Solo.
Okay.
Awesome.
Love it. Heart heavy. One of my
Spencer.
favorites.
Spencer.
Spencer.
All right, so that wraps
Perfect.
up that game. We're gonna go jump back into questions here. So, is there a song that you have released that you're proudest of?
Like out right now.
Yeah.
Or if you have one that isn't released that you just
Yeah.
absolutely love and want to talk about, we will not be
Um,
upset by that.
I think there's like 3 that stand out to me.
Mhm.
If that's cool. I think I was telling somebody about it the other day. Dominos, Knievel, and Pocket Change. They feel like songs that we'll play for a long time. And like when we start them every night, like it's kind of like when you get into like a car and like it's your car and like it's just familiar and you know it's gonna work. Like those are those songs for us. I think the song I'm most proud of is, I mean, either of those. I think because a lot of hours went into arranging them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I love it.
Pocket Change a lot. It's a good one.
Yes. So I noticed on your Instagram, you guys talked a lot that you guys will just record voice memos when you're coming up with your songs. So do you have any voice memos in your phone that you have not released that you're excited to maybe work with? You don't have to play them, but do you?
Like songs that are like
Yeah.
written in there.
Yeah, you got any like fun
Yeah,
voice memos?
We got like, I mean,
There's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
What
there's
like
like a
what's
million.
one of the ones that you're most excited to finally work on and turn into
We're going in the
music?
studio next month with a bunch of songs, just trying to see what happens. I have a song written called Stone's Throw that I think is
Ooh.
going to be really fun to play live.
Very nice.
yeah.
I cannot wait to hear it.
So, what is it like creating an album versus an E EP?
It's so much more work. I feel
Mm.
like at least our EP process, like as a band to date, has always been like really quick, and like we've kind of just gotten to business, and like that was that. But the record, I mean, I think it largely stemmed out of just the funding just wasn't there. Like we were
Right.
doing it super DIY, and like so we had to basically save up monthly, and at the end of the month go out to Athens and record 2 more songs and just do that, rinse and repeat. So it's really bizarre because I feel like
You had to save up $2,000.
yeah.
Go out, spend it. It was make or break
Yeah.
in the studio. Like you get your part or you don't. And
It just feels like a season of our lives. Like
yeah,
it wasn't
was
like
a whole year.
Yeah, it
of
was
making
literally
it,
like a year
every couple
process.
of months. We'd get back out to Georgia and we'd record more.
Yeah.
I was still kind of finishing writing some of the
Mhm.
songs like as we were going into the studio. And like all the EPs that we've recorded, like those were the ones before that record, Best and Worst of Times. We recorded them live. So like we would just practice a bunch, we'd play shows. Like some of y'all went
Yeah.
to see us in like 2019, 2018,
Yep.
playing those shows. Like we'd practice live, and then we'd go into the studio and we'd record
And like a single
all 5
day.
songs
Like
in a day.
our first 2
That
EPs
is
were single
sick.
like day endeavors
Like,
pretty
those are
much.
just
Yeah.
live, us playing them live. Whereas this one was more like we have an opportunity to
In the
kind of
lab.
get into the
Right.
trenches and like decide things, but at the same time,
It was tough, man.
It's really just like a different vibe.
Totally different vibe.
Yeah.
Completely.
There's
yeah.
I think we have yet to find a middle ground. Like we're
No.
still exploring the best studio environment for
I
us.
mean, they're just postures.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like ways you'll paint something or
Mhm.
something.
I
got
love
a good
it.
feeling about the EP though.
Yeah, this next one's gonna be a good time.
So I have to ask, what is the story behind The Stranger? Y'all's like smiley face logo that's like everywhere. I love it. What is the story behind it?
The Stranger is the point of this band is
Mhm.
to give people something to look at and like it be a way out of their situation if they need it. Like growing up, music was always like I grew up in Maryland. It wasn't exactly like the most artistic
Right.
place or yeah, and I'd like looked at music and musicians as like I related to them and I was like, if they can do this then I can.
Mhm.
And I mean, just frankly, even nowadays I think that we're like 3 white dudes in a rock band. I think that's a pretty cliche thing,
Right.
especially in 2022, to like throw at people. So The Stranger is kind of just it's like an approach at taking, like, it kind of giving people like a pirate flag to
Mhm.
raise, and like bond over, and like meet each other through, rather than the idol worship approach of
Right.
rock music, like the cliche thing that everybody thinks about as soon as they hear
Right.
that. It's more of it's like it represents a community that we're trying to build, rather than in like a safe space, rather
Yeah.
than look at us, we're dudes with guitars.
I love that because I never knew
Yeah.
what the story behind
That
that
was really
was.
cool.
I always just thought it was a cool little smiley
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
like
love
the
that.
physical embodiment of the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always fun. Like people like will know the Stranger before they know the music, which is
Yeah.
fun. Like because we've gone and spray painted sidewalks with it and
Right.
stuff, and people will be like, "Wait, I totally recognize that," and it's like, "What's the point?"
Wow.
You know?
I
like
love
we want
it.
y'all to know what that is.
That's
so
such a beautiful
Bigger
thing.
than music.
Yeah.
Bigger than us.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, I'm really glad that we got to sit down with you guys and learn more about you all.
Yeah.
Could y'all tell us some socials where we can follow y'all?
You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter. The Twitter is kind of crazy.
We're everywhere.
Secondhand.sound. I
TikTok.
don't think Sora was gonna actually say the handle, so
Sound
I'll
is
rescue
usually
that.
them, I
on
guess.
Insta, yeah.
YouTube, all of them. Yep.
All right, awesome. I'll make sure to give
Twitch.
y'all a follow.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. We want to be on Twitch though. One day.
Yeah.
We used to
We'll
stream
get there.
Battlefront from our dorm in college.
Oh my
Sick.
gosh.
It was
I love it. You just
awesome.
have to get back into it. Love it.
For
One
sure.
day.
We stay ready. Yeah, we're there.
All right. So we will be right back with Secondhand Sound's second performance. Thank you so much for watching and supporting The Wave this past season. Be sure to follow us as we'll be back for our 5th season in the fall.
And here to close out our season finale, Secondhand Sound.
Jamie said she got into art school. Not gonna go, not something she can risk to afford. At least for her daddy's sake, that's just the way things go here these days. Meet me at the corner bus stop. I've got something special hidden in my back pocket. Conditional love and drugs, of course. A town like this, man, everyone's. Here comes the next brave class of armchair quarterbacks armed with their masculinity. Pour it over me, dear. What happened to Nikki? Kevin knocked her up and now she's having a baby. I really doubt it. Sticking around needs a tale. Oh, this time in a place like this now. A place like this town. It's so hard to get out. Here comes the next brand class of gaslight. Beauty queens, God bless that femininity. Pour it over me. I've been dreaming of getting out of these streets. This small town, maybe I think it's gonna kill me. Gonna kill me. Here comes the next break.